So we've been tussling, like real deal, Holyfield tussling. We got in that street and we've been going round for round. Hey guys, it's Double K Nation. I'm Kira. Welcome back to another video. And again, we're back with another video for my Finding Key series or segment, whatever you want to call it. Today we are doing a life update. We're going to be talking about everything that's been going on. It's been so much freaking going on. So we're going to get into what's been going on. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that happened back in February, actually, I got another wreck. Yeah. So I was coming home from work and this lady rear-ended me, which is what happened with my very first wreck ever. Somebody rear-ended me. And because I had already been in a wreck like that before, I already knew that my back was likely gonna hurt and I was likely gonna have to go to the hospital again. That was exactly what happened. Around 7 o'clock that night, we ended up going to the ER and they, checked me out, gave me some medicine, basically said they didn't see anything. So they sent me home and just basically told me it should take up to 1 to 2 weeks for me to heal and I should be fine after that. Fast forward to now, we're in June. My back still hurts. Like, y'all, it's just been so much stuff going on concerning this wreck. Like, not only was that, the pain the biggest thing, like, it's just been so much going on. So much. Like, medically, physically, financially, like, it has set me back so much. So freaking much. And it's been really irritating, really frustrating. I've been crying for the past couple of months because it's like there's nothing I can do to relieve the pain. The medicine doesn't work. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And then along with my anxiety flaring up, like I've been having to depend on other people to drive me around. It's just been really ghetto. But one thing I can say out of all of that is that in all of that frustration and all of that anxiety and all of the depression that has come along with me not being able to get out of this pain, get out of this rut, just, all of that, God has still been providing. I have not wanted for anything. I have not lacked in anything. He has provided everything that I've needed. And I'm so grateful for that. That is the brighter side of that, because it has been a really dark time for me, but he's working it out. He's working it out. So I'm going to stand firm, I'm going to stand tall, and I'm going to believe that he's going to continue to work it out. And everything's going to work out in my favor, because what the devil meant for evil, he's going to turn it around for good. In Jesus' name, we claiming it. So that kind of goes into the next thing, which is current state of my relationship with God. And at the beginning, like around February, we was cool. All good. Bestie for the resties. You know what I'm saying? Then, as the season has gone on, it's like, I was like, okay, God, like, we beefing or something? Like, why you not handling this? Why you not taking care of business? So we've been tussling. Like, real deal, Holyfield tussling. We got in that street and we've been going round for round. Because I'm like, ain't no way. Of course I'm losing. Because I'm like, I thought we was on the same team. Like, you ain't looking out for me. You not doing what you said you would do. Like, where you at, God? Where you at? And literally, I just have been feeling like he has left me all alone. Like, he is not with me. Like, he's not keeping his promises. And literally, every time I open up my Bible to read, I'm about to cry. For my quiet time with him, there's the Bible that I have. Actually, let me get it. Hold on real quick. I have the Christian Standard Bible in the She Reads Truth version, and it has these little devotionals literally in here. I gotta figure out where that goes. Anyways, though, but it has these little devotionals in here. And every one that I have read, it has been God keeps his promises. God keeps his promises. God keeps his promises. God's not a man that he should lie. God keeps his promises. Every single time. Or it has something, like, it just, it's been speaking to me. Like, when I'm about to open up the Bible, I always pray, Lord, let your word speak to me. Send a word for me while I'm reading. And that is what he sends to me every time. Because it's like, I'm sure he up there like, why don't you trust me yet? Like, we've been in this for a long time. I don't know if we ever told y'all, but we saved, baptized at 10 years old. So I've been in the church my whole life. It's in me. It's not just on me, it's in me. It's just, it's been really rough. So I just been, when you're going through it, it's like you don't see the bigger picture. So I'm like, so it doesn't look like the season's ending any sooner. I'm just gonna have to get on, I'm just gonna have to get on board. So now I'm just like, okay, like, this where we at? Okay. Like, this season we in? Okay. I've truly surrendered this time. Because I think I told y'all in another video, I said that I'll trust God, but I'll be turning back to be like, you handling that? Or like, And I realized I was lying. Because it's like Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the reality of what is hoped for, the proof of what is not seen. And I be literally like, Lord, I don't see it. Like, I don't see how this is going to make this that. It's not making sense. I don't see how, what's something I could use? Like, I don't see how all of these ingredients is cake. Because you got to mix everything. You got to put everything together and then put it in the oven and then you get the cake. So it's like I'm in a season where he's mixing everything and I'm just like, Lord, I don't see what you're talking about. I don't see it. I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. It looks like my tree is fruitless. I'm barren. I don't know if y'all talk to God like that. I'm real. Because he already knows my heart. He already knows how I feel anyways. He knows it before I know it. He sees it before I see it. So I come to him real deal. Like, and the older saints may disagree with the way I talk to him, but look, that's me and God's relationship. Y'all have y'all's own. I have to come to him like that, because if I can't come to you like that, then who I'm gonna go to? Of course I'm like, okay, I be proper and polite, most of the time. But when I'm going through something, no, like, Lord, I'm pissed off. But as it's going on, of course, now that I'm realizing after I realized all of that, I've had more peace than I've had this entire time. Peace that surpasses all understanding. And now I'd be like, okay, God. When something comes up and I'm about to worry myself, I'm like, you know what? I ain't got to figure that out. That's on you. That is on you. And sit back and relax. Because it's like, there's no point in me worrying. Number one, worrying is a sin. And I did not know that. Been sitting for years and didn't even know. I ain't worrying. Cast all my cares on you because you care for me. You right. You got it. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Rest. Thank you. Which, of course, it's like, I know that. I know that's in the word. So I don't know why I was surprised. Like, girl, please be for real. But, yeah, we've been going at it. I have come to realize that I said I forgave that when that happened at that place with that person at that time. And you know what? A couple of weeks ago, my pastor, or I don't even want to say a couple of weeks ago, it was a minute ago, I'm going to say. Like, I really honestly can't remember. But you know what? Let me look at my notes. He was doing this series called A Conversation from the Cross, or Conversations from the Cross, something like that. And that topic was forgiveness. And he said,
we taught forgiveness wrong for years. This is where y'all get mad at me. Because for some reason we tend to believe that you can forgive someone and never talk to them again. Yeah. We believe that you can forgive a person but not forget what the person did to you. I mean, I can forgive you, but I can't forget. I forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget what you did to me. Can I share something with you in the text? Because apparently Jesus did not share these same sentiments that is screaming from Western culture interpretation. Jesus was asking for forgiveness of the people, not so that he could disassociate himself. Woo! But he asked for forgiveness so that he could embrace. See, y'all been trying to get forgiveness so you can be right with God. But you disassociate yourself with people, so you put yourself back in the same boat as if you had not forgiven it. Oh my God. Man. Let me put it this way. You can't get mad at your spouse for having a side person. Follow me. And then they come to you and apologize for having a side person. And then after the conversation, you catch them texting the side person. Does that make sense? Okay. Watch this. If it's not okay for your spouse to have a side chick and then be caught texting the side after they apologize, then it ain't right for you to forgive somebody and still hold them accountable for what they did. Ooh. Uh-oh. I'm finna help you. The reason why this is important is because Jesus was not asking for forgiveness so he can send people to hell. He was asking for forgiveness so that he can bring people back to God. Watch this. Hang on. Because I want you to listen to this. Watch this. Jesus was doing what he could and what he needed to do in order to restore somebody. Do you know why? For years, God has forgiven you, but all this time, he ain't forgiven the devil. That's because forgiveness is tied to restoration. You don't forgive what you're not trying to restore. Uh-oh. So forgiveness and restoration works in concert with each other. Oh my God. If me and Deacon D get into it and I forgive him, that means I got to restore him. Uh-oh. I see y'all looking. Love says, I have to do something. Grace says, I will grant you access to do what you need to do. Forgiveness is then pronounced, and then restoration is then produced. Watch this. I'm going to make this make some sense. Many of us are in a condition where we have time-stamped ourselves from the moment we experience something tragic in our lives. The reason why this happens is because we have been taught wrong, and real forgiveness has never taken place. Because real forgiveness comes when your agape, your unconditional love, begins to outweigh your desire to hold on to the memory of what broke you. Micah chapter 7 verse 19 said that he will again have compassion on us and will subdue our iniquities. You will cast all our sins into the depths of the sea. Jesus on the cross at Calvary did not converse with the Father to ask forgiveness for the people so that he could destroy them. But the cry for forgiveness was to allow grace to restore them. Forgiveness is extended through grace so that restoration can take place. Don't miss this. To restore means to return something to a former owner, a former place, or former condition. So to restore something is to take it back to its originality. So grace allows me to forgive to the point to where I can restore you back to the place like I was never hurt by you.
But it was not true forgiveness. It was false forgiveness. I don't know if I mentioned that. It was false forgiveness. And I actually read about false forgiveness in a devotional on the Bible app. It was so good. And it was like, I did not realize I had been harboring unforgiveness this whole time. Like walking around saying, oh, I forgave them, I forgave them, I forgave them. But I really didn't. And the definition of forgiveness from that devotional is giving God responsibility to make things right. It's not on us to make things right. Well, because in his word, he does say, if you have an ought with your brother, go to your brother, fix it, basically. But it's not on us to bring justice. That's why it says, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. And I had to learn that. I don't have to make them pay for what they did, because God gonna handle it. And of course, it's not gonna always be in the way that we think it is. It's not gonna always be in the way that we want it to be. We have to trust that he's going to do that. Not what we think is supposed to happen. But I'm just happy that I'm realizing all of these things in this season, because like I told y'all, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all, I do not want nobody, my husband, my child or children, anybody in my family that I haven't already heard, like, forgive me, y'all, but I don't want anybody else to have to heal for me. I'm not perfect. And I know for sure I'm the villain in somebody's story, and I done probably hurt somebody to the core, and they're having to heal because of me, because of something I did, or something I said, or something I didn't do, or something I didn't say. That actually moves me into the next topic, public apologies, because I have publicly humiliated, disrespected people, even if I didn't mention their name. So I'm not going to mention their name in this. I apologize. They say hurt people hurt people. That's not an excuse, but it is indeed true. I did not realize the error of my ways at the time, but God has convicted me. So I am asking you to forgive me. I am apologizing, and I'm saying sorry truly and genuinely for anything that I've done to hurt you, to disrespect you, to make you feel less than, any of that. A lot of our videos, I'll go back and I will cringe because of certain things that I've said or certain things that I've done because of the season that I was in, the hurt that I was going through, or even the hurt that the people caused me. And I'm not okay with disrespecting you or doing anything publicly but not apologizing publicly the same way I disrespected you or hurt you. So apologies for that. Again, we're growing, we're learning. I'm 26 now, so we're kind of maturing. But yeah, so. And lastly, just to end it off, we're going to talk about me turning 26. How I feel about that. Number one, I was not excited. Still am not excited. Because look, 25 was tough and it was rough. Like I said, I've just been going through so much. Last year was a really hard year. And then the first 6 months of this year have really just whooped my SSA. Struggling. A literal struggle. Please pray for me. Pray for me. I need it. Every bit of it. But what I will say is that I will assume, or I've just been assuming, that 25 was the way that it was because God was preparing me for 26. 26 comes with a lot more responsibility. Number one being, I have to get my own medical insurance. When I tell y'all, my mom's insurance has been a blessing to me. It has been the best insurance. Like, it's been great. It has been great. Like, top tier. And out of state think I'm grown for real. Like, no, take that back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Another reason I wasn't excited about turning 26 was I'm still in pain from my wreck. So I just have not been in a celebrating mood. I was not in a celebrating mood. And I just, it wasn't there. I was like, I'm not even finna sit here and pretend like I'm all happy, I'm all excited, I'm all giddy. Like, no. 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 But I will say that in these past 6 months, especially since February with my wreck happening and all of that, I am very, very extremely grateful for my family and friends that have been encouraging me, because though I was not at all excited or happy about my birthday, they encouraged me and uplifted me in such a way that I can look at it differently, because the fact is God allowed me to see 26 because he's not done with me yet. And there's still something that he has, there's still an assignment that he has for me. That's a big deal. I mean, big deal. That is a special year. So another reason I have not been excited is because my brother been making jokes, which he's just being a brother, but I really be wanting to punch him because he keep reminding me that I'm getting closer to 30. And nothing is wrong with being 30, but it's like, dang, stop, please. Like now I see why people don't like it when people be asking them how old they are. They don't like it when people be making jokes about their age, because I'm real sensitive right now. Like, real sensitive. Do not mention nothing about my age. But that is going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, I'm extremely grateful for y'all, honestly, and my family and friends that have been rocking with me, because it's been a long 6 months. But again, I'm extremely grateful that God continues to bless me. I want y'all to stay tuned for more Finding Key content, my sister's Mama Kai content, Double K Nation content, and Life with Double K Nation content. We would like it if you would all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, lovelies.